Hi, I'm Liam. I spent 3 years working every weekend at the mall food court to save up for my 2005 Mustang. Not the newest model, but it was mine, paid for with my own hard-earned cash. The bus from Camp Lakeside dropped me off at the corner of my street. 2 weeks of counseling bratty middle schoolers, and all I could think about was taking my car for a drive to clear my head. I practically jogged the last block home, gym bag bouncing against my back. Something felt off as soon as I turned into our driveway. The concrete pad where my Mustang should have been sitting was empty, just a few oil stains marking where it used to be. Mom? Mom! Where's my car? I dropped my bag in the hallway, heart racing. Mom emerged from the kitchen, dish towel in hand, eyes already red and puffy. Honey, I'm so sorry. I tried to call the camp, but they said they don't allow personal calls unless it's an emergency. Where's my car? Did Dad move it? Is it in the shop? She couldn't look me in the eye. Your father. He sold it last week. The floor seemed to tilt under my feet. He what? He can't sell my car. It's mine. I have the title in my name. He forged your signature. I didn't know until after it was done. I punched the wall hard enough to dent the drywall. Where is he? Where is he? Working late. Again. The way she said it, I knew it was a lie. The doorbell rang. My best friend Marcus stood on the porch, grinning until he saw my face. Dude, I saw you get off the bus. Thought we could go for a... Wait, where's your car? My father sold it. The words felt like acid in my mouth. Marcus stepped inside, lowering his voice. What the hell? Can he even do that? Apparently, if you're willing to commit forgery, you can. My sister Emma came downstairs, looking between us. You told him, she asked Mom. Told me what? There's more? Emma sighed, tucking her hair behind her ear. Last year, when I was saving for that photography class, money kept disappearing from my account. Found out Dad had taken my debit card and was making small withdrawals. Not enough for me to notice right away. Why didn't you tell me? He promised he'd stop. Said it was a one-time thing. Mom sat heavily on the couch. I found receipts in his jacket yesterday from Riverside Casino. $4,000 in chips. 4,000? My voice cracked. My car was worth way more than that. He sold it to his buddy Pete for cash, Emma said quietly. No paperwork. Said Pete would handle the title transfer stuff. Marcus put his hand on my shoulder. My uncle's a lawyer. We should talk to him. I shook my head, trying to process everything. So he sold my car for gambling money? After working all those weekends, saving every penny? Mom couldn't look at me. I'm so sorry, honey. I didn't know how bad it had gotten. I grabbed my phone. I'm calling him. He won't answer, Emma said. He never does when he's at the tables. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just about my car. This was about a sickness that had been eating away at our family for years, and we'd all been too afraid to face it. I tried calling Dad 5 more times before giving up. Marcus paced around the living room, already making plans. We need to figure out exactly how deep this goes. Your car's just the tip of the iceberg, man. What are you talking about? I slumped onto the couch. Emma sat beside me. He's right. This has been going on for years. Remember when we had to downsize from the old house? Dad said it was because of his pay cut at work. There was no pay cut, Mom whispered, staring at her hands. He lost most of our savings on a poker tournament. Marcus pulled me up by my arm. My cousin Ray bartends at Riverside. He knows all the regulars. Let's go talk to him. The drive to Riverside Casino in Marcus's beat-up Honda was silent. I was too angry to speak. We found Ray behind the bar mixing a martini. His eyes widened when he saw us. Marcus! And this must be Liam. Your dad's kid, right? My stomach dropped. You know my father? Know him? He's practically part of the furniture here. Table 7 is basically reserved for him Thursday through Sunday. Ray leaned across the bar, lowering his voice. Between us, he's been on a nasty losing streak. Last week, he was begging the floor manager to extend his credit. Did they? Nah, but then he came back an hour later with a wad of cash. Dropped 5 grand like it was nothing. 5 grand. My car was worth at least 12. Where'd the rest of the money go? Marcus asked what I was thinking. Ray shrugged. Probably to Victor. Who's Victor? Ray's face got serious. Bad news, that's who. Offers alternative financing to desperate players. Your old man's been seen with him a few times. We left Riverside with my head spinning. Back home, I checked my bank account on my phone and felt sick. My college fund, $8,000 I'd been saving since freshman year, completely wiped out. When Dad finally stumbled in around midnight, I was waiting. Where's my money? He barely looked at me. What money? My college fund, my car money, all of it. I borrowed it. I'll pay you back double once my luck turns around. Your luck? You stole from me? His face darkened. I put a roof over your head for 18 years and you can't help your old man through a rough patch? That's real selfish, kid. Selfish? You forged my signature. You emptied my accounts. Mom appeared from the hallway. It's not just Liam's money, Robert. The china cabinet is gone, my mother's jewelry, even the lawnmower. I had to cover some debts. It's temporary. The doorbell rang. At midnight. Dad's face went pale. Don't answer that. Mom ignored him, opening the door to reveal a tall man in an expensive suit. He smiled without warmth. Evening, folks. I'm Victor Mendez. Robert and I have some unfinished business. Dad pushed past us. Victor, I told you I'd have it by Friday. That was last Friday. Interest is compounding, Robert. 15 grand by tomorrow, or we'll have to get creative about collection. After Victor left, I found a crumpled paper in Dad's jacket, a statement from his employer, Kendrick Industries. Line items for company expenses, all signed off by my father. Next to it, a casino receipt with matching amounts dated the same days. I stared at the matching receipts, my hands shaking. Dad wasn't just gambling away our family money, he was stealing from his company too. I'm calling Kendrick Industries tomorrow, I told Mom and Emma after Dad passed out in the bedroom. You can't! Mom grabbed my arm. He'll lose his job. He'll lose more than that when Victor comes back. The next morning, I stood in the lobby of Kendrick Industries, a sleek office building downtown. The receptionist eyed me suspiciously. I need to speak with Mr. Kendrick. It's about Robert Davis. It's urgent. 30 minutes later, I sat across from Mr. Kendrick, a stern-looking man with salt and pepper hair and sharp eyes. So, you're Robert's son. What's so urgent it couldn't wait for an appointment? I placed the receipts on his desk. My father has a gambling problem, and I believe he's been using company funds to support it. Mr. Kendrick examined the papers, his expression hardening. I've suspected something for months. Numbers not adding up, projects over budget. But I never wanted to believe Robert would. He sold my car while I was at camp, forged my signature, emptied my college fund. I'm sorry to hear that, but why come to me? Why not the police? Because I need your help to prove it, completely, so there's no wiggle room, no excuses. Mr. Kendrick leaned back in his chair. What are you proposing? Set a trap. Make it seem like there's a large sum of money he can access. Document everything. When he takes it, we'll have irrefutable proof. When I got home, Emma was waiting with more news. Remember my photography scholarship money? All gone, $4,000. I was going to use it for that summer program in New York. When did you find out? Last night after you went upstairs, I checked my account. Dad must have my password. Mom overheard us and broke down in tears. I don't know what to do. He's sick. He needs help, not punishment. He's still your father. He stopped being my father when he stole my future, I shot back. Mine too, Emma added quietly. Mom paced the kitchen. What if we just pay Victor, get a loan, sell the house? And then what? Dad will just rack up more debt. We need to break the cycle. The doorbell rang again. Victor stood there with two bulky guys behind him. Time's up, Davis family. Robert owes me 20 grand now. It was 15 yesterday. Interest is a bitch, kid. Where's Daddy, dearest? On cue, Dad rushed in from the garage. I've got a plan, Victor, a sure thing. The company's releasing quarterly financials tomorrow. Big announcement, stock's gonna surge. I just need a stake to play with. Victor laughed. You think I'm bankrolling another one of your sure things? Kendrick Industries is announcing a major government contract. Insiders only. Triple your money by Monday. Victor considered this. 40 grand by Monday. Or we take the house. After Victor left, Dad grabbed his keys. I need to go to the office tonight. Set everything up. For what? I asked. My big score. I've got access to the company's reserve account. Just a short-term loan. They'll never even notice it's gone. By Monday, all our problems are solved. The moment the door closed behind him, I called Mr. Kendrick. He took the bait. He's coming in tonight. Mr. Kendrick met us in the security office where multiple screens showed Dad hunched over his computer. He's accessing the reserve account now, said the IT guy. We're recording everything. What's he doing exactly? Marcus asked. Attempting to transfer $50,000 to an offshore account, Mr. Kendrick explained. Money that doesn't exist? We created a dummy account as bait. 20 minutes later, we confronted him. Working late, Robert? Mr. Kendrick pushed the door open. Dad jumped, minimizing screens. Just catching up on paperwork, sir. Paperwork like transferring company funds to your personal accounts to pay off Victor Mendez? The color drained from Dad's face. Then he saw me. You set me up? My own son? You set yourself up. I just made sure you got caught. Security moved in as Dad frantically tried deleting files. Too late, Mr. Kendrick said. Every keystroke has been recorded. The police are already on their way. When the cops arrived, they had a warrant for our house, too. Dad was handcuffed and led through the main lobby where employees watched in shock. You'll regret this, Dad hissed as they pushed him into the police car. Family is supposed to protect each other. Like you protected my car? Emma's scholarship? Mom's jewelry? The next days were a blur of statements. Mom swung between anger and grief. Emma stayed quiet, but I caught her crying alone. Word spread fast. Uncle Dave called from Phoenix demanding answers. Neighbors stopped talking when we walked by. Someone spray-painted thief on our garage door. At Dad's arraignment, the prosecutor listed the charges: embezzlement, fraud, forgery, theft. Dad pleaded not guilty, but when the judge denied bail, he finally looked defeated. Outside the courthouse, reporters swarmed us. How does it feel to turn in your own father? One shouted. How did it feel when he stole my future? I shot back. The insurance company paid out for Mom's jewelry. She insisted I take the money. Buy yourself another car, you earned it. I found a used Honda Civic. As I drove it home, Marcus riding shotgun, I felt a weight lifting. You gonna visit him in prison? Marcus asked. No, some things can't be fixed with an apology. 6 months later, Dad was sentenced to 5 years. He sent letters from prison apologies, promises to change, pleas to visit. I never answered. Mom filed for divorce. Emma got a scholarship to art school. I'm working full-time, saving for college again. People ask if I miss my father. The truth is, I don't miss who he became. And I don't regret what I did. Some people never change until they face consequences. Some relationships aren't worth saving. Would you have turned in your own father like Liam did? Or do you believe family loyalty should come first no matter what? Is permanently cutting ties with toxic family members ever justified, even when they apologize? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you would have done in Liam's position. If you enjoyed this revenge story, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories like this one. New uploads every day. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new story.